everyone, it's Wednesday, and this is your recap of what happened in Digital Academy in Ms. Perdomo's class. So let's start off by taking a look at Canvas so we can look at the same schedule that the students looked at throughout the day in Student View. This morning we started our day by having our morning meeting, and the students were sorted into their Digital Academy houses. So we have 4 houses that each of the students have been placed in. This is a positive reinforcement system where they're going to work together to show spirit. They're going to earn rewards by doing work, and then they'll receive rewards for earning the most points as a house. So you'll hear lots of more information about these Digital Academy houses. Then we moved on to an ELA activity. I now made a button that looks like ELA so that they know normally from now on their schedule from 8 to 9 will be ELA. So we started an activity about an All About Me slides. Again, the goal this week is getting to know each other. The students had to create a slides presentation where they identified the title. They needed to tell me their personal strengths, like cooking and singing. They needed to give me their academic strengths, like reading and writing, their preferred learning style, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, what their multiple intelligences are, whether they're book smart, body smart, word smart, people smart, and then what their interests and hobbies were. And then finally, there was a bonus if they chose, teach me something that you're an expert on. Now, that activity had directions for what to do, and they were specifically supposed to share their work with me. This means it will show up missing in Canvas until I get an email that they have shared it with me. Once they've shared it, I will give them a grade in Canvas. It may still show that it's missing, but there'll be a check mark that I've received it and it is complete. That was their activity that they needed to work on from 8:15 to 9 o'clock. From 9 to 9:30, we worked on writing. Let me pause for a moment. During our writing time, I explained to the students that for the first week or two, we are going to be generating lists so that when we start to do practice time for journal writing, the students will never be able to say, I have nothing to write about. They will have all of these lists to pull from so that they continue to practice writing. Now, what I explained to them is that they could have either done their work on a piece of paper, and that paper can go in a folder called writing, or they can have themselves a composition notebook or a spiral notebook where they keep all their writing in, and their writing can be in there. Or they have one more option. They could have written this on just paper, hole punched it, or if it's already hole punched, put it inside of a binder and label it writing and have all your writing in one place. The goal is organization. We need to keep our writing in one place so that it's not lost and all over the place. Again, today was making a list. I directed them in making a bucket, and then we filled our bucket in all the different types of things we'd like to do in our lifetime. So we created a bucket list. That was what we worked on during our writing time. Then the students had lunch. If they were done early, they could catch up on any missing assignments. After lunch, we worked on our digital portfolios. Let's see what those look like. So this is what it looks like when they open up their digital leadership portfolio. I showed them how to make their own personal copy. They all have access to mine as an example, but I showed them how to take mine, make a copy of the entire presentation, and then where it says my name, erase it and write their name. Once they've written their name, they hit OK. This gives them their own personal copy that they can type in. I showed them how to put their name on the cover, how to put the 5th grade and the year. We then looked at the Myself tab of our binder, and I had them choose a power word to describe themselves below. This was not to be done. It was optional. We did not have time to do the self-discovery writing prompts. They did write a letter to their future self. I showed them how to have a greeting and a salutation, and the body of their letter is they are talking to themselves in the future. What do they hope happens by the end of the school year? And then they will read this letter at the end of the year. We then talked about making a personal mission statement. The class mission statement will be empty because we are not ready for that yet. But on their own, they need to create a statement of what they value and what they stand for. So my mission statement was, my mission is to teach and inspire with creativity and enthusiasm, leaving a legacy of significant relationships, and remembering to have fun. I told the students that I need them to finish this because I want to read their mission statements. I want to read all of them before we decide on a class mission statement, because we want to find things that we all have in common, we all value, so that when we say our mission statement, we can all stand behind it. Finally, the last thing that we did in our leadership portfolio is we made a success plan. We talked about a WIG, which is a wildly important goal. What is it that you want to accomplish? So I want my students to show growth on whatever platform we use. Whether it's iStation or Achieve 3000, I want them to show that they're growing. My action steps are making sure they read often. Research shows if you read 45 minutes a day, you're going to improve in reading. I'm going to conference with my students one-on-one at least once a week. And I'm going to use their quizzes, their mistakes, to learn from them and reteach them so that they can get better. I explained to the students this, and then I had them write a goal for themselves and action steps that they will take to reach that goal. Finally, we said that the people who will be checking in on us is going to be our Digital Academy houses. We're going to be meeting with them every Wednesday so we can talk about how we are doing on our success plans. I ask the students, once they are finished with doing those activities, to click the share button and then send it to me so that I may check it. So please make sure that your child has done that. Finally, let's go back to our homework. The students took a math baseline test. Now, the math baseline test was 24 questions, and I'm in the student view so you can see what some of the questions were. The questions automatically told you whether you got them right or wrong. But if you didn't put a comma or if you didn't use parentheses, it was counted incorrect. So I'm going back and I am manually checking all of their answers so I can give them points if they made a small error like missing a comma or missing parentheses. So you can see an updated score by the end of the day today. That was what they worked on, and I do want to be clear, this was a pre-test. This is everything they need to know by the end of the 5th grade school year when they take the 5th grade FSA. So if your child did not do well, that is not going to be in any way reflected in their grades. It is going to be used by teachers, whether it is me or Mrs. McNichol, to figure out what do they need to work on. If they already know something, awesome. That means there's less time that we need to teach that topic. If they are struggling a little bit more, then we know what areas to reteach. Again, this is for us as teachers to know where to start with working with children. A lot of children were overwhelmed by their low scores. That just means there's a lot of room to grow. Okay, if we come back to our home page, after math, the students then went to PE. For PE, it was specifically that they had to do 45 minutes of exercise. They could have watched a video that Coach Brem offered, or they could have done a scavenger hunt. You could do anything really, though, for 45 minutes as long as you were doing physical activity. Once you were done, it was very important that you click on the next button so that you could type in what you did as a sentence. Typing in, I rode my bike for 45 minutes. It's so important that they tell me what they did because I need to relay that to Coach Brem. PE is a graded subject, and he needs to make sure that they're actually doing the physical activity. After PE, the students came back to me. Let's go back to our homeroom. And after they were finished with PE, then the students had me again so that we could go over the planner. And so that's the last part of our day. I told them there is no homework for today, so let's make this bigger. The only homework I would suggest is making sure that you check on missing assignments. If you have anything that's missing, now's a good time in the middle of the week to go back and make sure you submit it. It's better late than never. We worked on, in language arts, our bucket list for writing. In reading, they worked on All About Me slides. We still have not started spelling yet. For math, they did the beginning of the year 5th grade math test. We did not have science. And finally, we did the letter to our future self, our success plan, and our mission statement during our social studies time. Finally, I told them about what tomorrow will look like. So tomorrow in the morning time, students are going to visit me again on Zoom for our morning meeting. But since it is Thursday tomorrow, instead of ELA, they will get to go to STEM Lab. This means that they're going to use a button on Canvas to visit Mrs. Gatson, their STEM Lab teacher. They will be with Mrs. Gatson for 1 hour. I will not be in a Zoom meeting because they will be in a class during that time. Then from 9 to 9:45, the students will be back on Zoom for us to make another writing list together and to give them more time to finish their essay that I assigned on Tuesday. We have lunch from 9:45 to 10:15, recess from 10:15 to 10:45. Tomorrow is the first day they get to go to art with Mr. Castronova, so there will be a link for them to go to his class. At 11:30 will be math. They will have a link to go to Mrs. McNichol's class or a link to my math class. Finally, at the end of the day, we will be doing some note-taking for science and social studies before we wrap up and write in our planner for the end of the day. So we're getting into a lot more work. The intensity is now going to be raised a little, which is why it's the best time now to start making sure that students know how to check on their work and making sure they're turning their work in on time. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Have a great and happy Wednesday.